Welcome back to our show, your show, Let's Talk Stocks. Joining us in studio today is Cherie Williams. Of course, she's a founder and CEO of Veekle. Moving things right along. Cherie, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely honored to have you. Veekle. Is that a business just as it sounds? About cars and vehicles?
Yeah, absolutely. So Veekle is, in a nutshell, Airbnb for cars. It's peer-to-peer car renting. And so if a local, just an ordinary person has an extra vehicle, or maybe they're going away for a little bit and they want to make some extra money on their car, then they'll put it on our platform. We'll list it for them. And when travelers are coming to Jamaica, they see a car that they like, they can easily just rent it. It takes less than 15 minutes to sign up, get verified, and rent a car. And so we're creating a new experience for people who are looking to rent cars in Jamaica much, much better.
Interesting concept. How you came up with this idea and thought that it could work?
So it really started from my own frustration. And so for me, when I migrated after leaving high school here, you know, growing up in the inner city, I always just thought to myself, I need to support the locals one way or the other. And so renting cars was just one of the ways I did that, right? But every time I came down, I had to be texting away multiple people, asking if you know anyone who rents. And most of the times, I just end up with a car that I really don't like. And so there was this one particular year I couldn't find someone locally, which means I had to go to the airport to rent a car. And my airport experience was, let's just say, horrible. I spent 3 hours waiting for a car there, and I had my kids with me. It was just not a pleasant experience. And so that frustration led to the birth of Veekle. So this was, I would say, about 5 years ago when this happened. And we initially launched our platform back in 2020, actually, as Rent Your Ride. Yeah, just before the pandemic, 2 weeks before the pandemic, actually. And so, as you can imagine, nothing went as planned. You know, it even made me question whether or not I should even be doing this. Should I stick it out? Like, what does this even mean? But, you know, I stuck it out. We got a lot of good feedback despite not really having the platform active. We did get a lot of feedback and a lot of questions on insurance. And so, you know, we spent some time going over the strategy and the model and where we stood with insurance, and we kind of just like revamped everything to the point where we renamed the company to Veekle. And then went back to the drawing board with insurance. So we are pleased that we now have an insurance partner on board. The insurance companies of the West Indies, ICII, and we relaunched our company as Veekle.
Listening to you sound like it's again like many of the other businesses, one of the tech-heavy businesses, fintech businesses, where we're seeing the technology driving or being the underlying platform behind this business. So the Ubers and that kind of thing. Is it the same kind of platform where you have that technology, like as you said with Airbnb, you have that technology and you're bringing together the people with the need for a particular service with the people who are able to supply that service?
Exactly. That's exactly how it is set up. You know, when you look at the Caribbean, we're still somewhat behind in terms of technological advances, but we are catching up, right?
Yes.
And so the perfect time is now to get people on board with the technology and understanding how to use it and being able to make money from this new avenue that we're creating for them.
How difficult is it to get persons with cars to rent on your platform? Are there particular standards? Are there particular type of vehicles that you look for?
Yeah, so we actually have over 100 cars on our wait list. And I'll try to onboard them as best as I can.
That's
in the
waiting
next
to get on
yes,
approved.
yes,
Okay.
yes. But in terms of the requirements, so vehicles can't be more than 10 years old. They can't be valued more than $10 million. There are a few, I would say a handful of vehicles that we will not accept, which includes like, you know, high theft vehicles, like maybe like a Toyota Axio. We're not taking any Pro Box. So there are certain types of vehicles that we won't accept on the platform. And all vehicles must have an inspection done, must have tracking devices. So what we're doing is creating a safe space for travelers to feel comfortable renting cars, because the experiences that I've faced and that I've heard from other people have not been great. And so we're hoping to now create a new experience for people to be able to rent cars that they like and go about their business.
Good quality cars.
Good quality cars.
As you talk about creating that safe space, how safe is it for me to put my car on this platform? I don't know this person. I'm not necessarily, met the person before to interview them myself. What safeguards you have for me, bringing my BMW?
I would say, so one of the things on our platform that every single person who signs up must go through, whether you're looking to list or rent, is that we have to verify who you say you are.
Okay.
And so we're checking your license and we're matching that against facial recognition technology to ensure that you are who you say you are, right? So that's the first thing. I would say another item as well is, as the platform grows, people are able to leave reviews for each other, right?
Yes.
And so if you're listing your car, you can opt to request to book, right? Request to book means you check out the person's profile before accepting their booking. And so things like that will enable a safe space for people to rent. So you're going to find that, people know they're going to be reviewed.
Yes.
So one, they're going to make sure their car is up to standard. And two, if you're the traveler renting, you're going to ensure that you're taking care of the other person's car, because you know that a review is coming after that. And so people want to maintain that access to our platform, so you'll know, find that, okay, I'm going to take care of this other person's car because it's a different type of renting platform that we're creating.
We would have thought that the car renting business would have taken a dip. I mean, certainly back 80s, 90s was a big thing. The entertainers, everybody rented a car. But Jamaicans are people who like to own their own things. Where then is this space, this demand for renting cars, and how will you be able to grow?
Yeah, so I would say, and the demand is on the traveler's side, right? So when you think about people coming to the islands and wanting to support the locals, right? They don't have a safe space to do that. And so we're creating that for them. You'd be surprised. Sometimes cars are nowhere to be found and people cannot find cars to rent while they're coming. The demand is there from the travelers who are coming into Jamaica. Now, as you speak about the locals and them wanting to own, what you'll find is that as our platform picks up, right, as we grow, you're going to find that people will now reconsider, should I buy or should I just rent for when I need it, right? And so car sharing will become popular.
Okay.
Less people will want to own and just share.
So there you have it. If you're looking to have a good vehicle to rent and take a ride around the island, talk to Cherie Williams at Veekle. They will ensure that you get the right vehicle for you. And that's why we say we give you information to make better financial decisions. Come back with us tomorrow morning at 9. We'll have another insightful program lined up for you.